Wuthering Waves 2.0 brought many updates to the game, and with it, a stronger version of Spectro Rover. With the Spectro Frazzle debuff slowly becoming a prevalent asset to utilize in battle, let's see how it has improved Spectro Rover. While our dual-gender Spectro MC has kept its previous and easy to play with kit, they received some additions in version 2.0. Now, the Spectro MC can apply Spectro Frazzle, a debuff that deals standardized spectral damage every 3 seconds, increased only by the number of stacks the opponent has, Nightmare Morning Aches, which can reach up to maximum of 10. Spectro Rover can inflict as frazzles, pun intended, on enemies after casting resonance skill when the forte bar is more than half, or otherwise more than 50 diminutive sound, and when resonance liberation is cast. 4 stacks are applied when the resonance skill Resonating Spin is cast, and, conveniently, another 6 stacks with resonance liberation. Thus, with simple addition, easily reaching the maximum of 10. Keep in mind that Rover's forte bar is increased when intro skill and basic attacks hit the enemy, so it's also pretty simple to gain and spam Resonating Spin. Another convenient and yet very dope thing about Rover's new abilities is that when resonance skill is cast, along with Spectro Frazzle, they inflict the enemy with Simmer, another debuff that doesn't let the enemy get rid of Frazzle easily. So, a usual rotation is starting out with Rover's kit as usual, preferably if there's enough time reaching the 10 Spectro Frazzle stacks before switching out to your support for maximum damage. As always, the support has to quickly complete their kit and buff the whole team, then pass the baton to the sub DPS, who will further buff the hypercarry of the team, which in this case is Spectro Rover. When Rover's turn comes, fire off Resonance Liberation to fill up your forte bar to maximum, cast the Resonance skill followed by basic attack to chain your combo with its last piece, which is the basic attack Resonating Echoes, and by that time, the enemy will have a full stack of Spectro Frazzle on their head, at which point you can cast your Echo skill, especially if it is the Nightmare Morning Aches, and keep pummeling the enemy hard. Now, let's cover some additional details with Rover's build, since that is what brings the numbers up. Spectro Rover's best bet is to build her or him with a new echo set, Eternal Radiance, as it not only provides a spectral damage boost of 25% at 10 Spectro Frazzle stacks, it also increases crit rate by 20% just by inflicting Spectro Frazzle. Not only that, but by putting Nightmare Morning Aches in the main slot, Rover gains another 12% flat spectral damage boost, bringing the total up to 37%, very close to Celestial Light's buff. By casting the Nightmare Morning Aches Echo skill, the enemy also gets pinged by Spectro Frazzle 100% harder than normal. As you may have guessed, this makes Eternal Radiance a lot better than Celestial Light as a set, so it is recommended as the optimal set to run for Spectro Rover. Stats should be focused around the healthy balance between crit rate and crit damage, with a little more emphasis on crit damage, as the 20% crit rate boost, in case Eternal Radiance set is worn, can be gained and sustained pretty much throughout the whole time Rover is on the field. For the rest of the substats, it doesn't really matter, but aim for attack percentage, basic attack, resonance skill, and then resonance liberation damage bonus. Of course, no matter the echo set you pick for DPS Rover, the standard 43311 is the way to go, with the 3 costs having spectral damage boost and the 1 cost attack percentage. As for Rover's best weapons, there are many options to consider. Starting off with the 5-star ones, Chameleon's and Chanli's signature weapons can give Spectro Rover the stat boost he or she needs, but their abilities focus around different aspects of Rover's kit. Chanli's weapon can increase Rover's resonance skill, while Chameleon can increase basic attack damage. If you have both, I personally seem to like Red Spring a little better for Rover. Of course, if you have neither, Emerald of Genesis is also a very viable option as it pairs well with Rover. As for the free-to-play weapons, the new craftable weapon Fables of Wisdom is very good on Spectro Rover as it increases attack a lot just by inflicting Spectro Frazzle. Moreover, Command on Conviction can also do a similar job easily, as well as Sonar Anchor and Lunar Cutter. Personally, I would aim for Fables of Wisdom as a free-to-play option, but the difference between the 4-star weapons are small, so decide freely what you like best. Lastly, the teams Spectro Rover can be placed in are actually quite many, but if you want to focus on Rover as the hypercarry, Soulkeeper and Verena are very good supports for him or her, especially Soulkeeper, as Spectro Rover can have literally 100% crit rate with her, with the Eternal Radiance set, a boost in crit damage and attack, as well as a 10% boost in energy regen because of Shorekeeper's inherent skill, self-gravitation. As for the sub-DPS options, the best one is Sunflower, with a big boost to basic attacks it gives an incredible fast swapping time, or you can try out other sub-DPSs like Zezi, Lumi or Mortefi, and in the videos on the top of your screen, you can see a few other teams where Lumi is performing pretty well in. While Lumi and Zezi are amplifying Spectro Rover's damage when using Resonating Echoes and Resonating Spin, Mortefi can give Spectro Rover a damage boost to their heavy attack Resonance and a few ticks from his Resonance Liberation when casting it, so feel free to choose whichever you like best and brings the most value in your team. Also, don't forget that Phoebe will launch in a few days, so the two should be a good pair together, but most likely with Phoebe as the main DPS of the team. That's all for today's video. Buffing Spectro Rover was surely a surprise for me, and an even bigger one when I managed to fully build and test him in Toa, and I didn't believe in my eyes when I saw the damage output Rover can bring. Spectro Rover really doesn't seem like a free-to-play MC, so we're lucky to have him and her in our roster. Anyway, stay hydrated and safe, Rovers. Another pun intended. Peace out!